Boom, we're back. So let's open up this app. All right. Let's open up. This is the periodic matrix of Skratch 100, PMOS 100. And this app is basically the first software Skratch sampler. And today we're going to go over the newest feature, the Notator mode. So this is the classic regular mode that came out in the first version. But this is version 1.2, so you hit a Skratch. If you hold the Skratch, it lights up blue, just like when you're holding vinyl, you hold the record, and you let go of the record, and it plays. We're gonna have a new version that in a future update very soon we're gonna add it, so where the sound is triggered by unclick instead of unrelease like vinyl mode. So this is vinyl mode when it's unrelease. So like let's hit a Joe Cooley. Right. Alright, so now we're going to go to Notator mode. It does the same thing. Alright. So Notator mode is the same as classic mode, except it notates everything that you play. Alright, so like I'm going to hit a Joe Cooley. Right. If you just play one, it's going to be really big like that. I had the dev do that for, so if you're teaching and you're showing somebody these things, you can just hit one at a time and it'll show a kind of big screen to be able to show the class. But once you start hitting more, it'll start getting smaller. Like for instance, let me do a chirp flare, very popular cut. You see? And it just plays them out like this. You see that? So yeah, it works just like a you see that? And I can erase these too if you click on it. See that? I can click on those deletes and I'm deleting the deletes. I left one delete left. Alright. Now what you can also do is you can go to the other theme. Let's change the theme. Alright. And go back to Notator mode. Alright. And let's look. So, oops. So yeah, you can change it so it just doesn't take up as much space. Right? So it's more like a little calculator or something with all these things. Oh, let me move this, make it bigger so you can see it, and then you can also change the dimensions here too. Like in this is we're using a Mac OS desktop, but in the Android version it's different dimensions. We're still working on compiling the Xcode for the Mac Store version, but we'll have that very soon. You see? Alright, so yeah, you can actually notate what you're playing. So it records what you're playing. And for the future, what we're gonna do, this Notator mode is gonna be like super advanced. I'm gonna have him put a little counter at the bottom of each of these little buttons, so that you can see how many times that you hit it. Alright, so let's try a prism. Because when Q-Bert was working with Intel, it's interesting, they were trying to make a mixer that could count the scratches that you do, and it's very hard to do that just from the time code of the scratching and the fader. And it is possible, but that takes a lot of calculus programming, which most people are not even programming calculus stuff as far as logic into their their programs. A lot of stuff is based on very simple equations, not a lot of calculus stuff. But the cool thing about this system is that it's all based on characters, and it's more like a Skratch typewriter, and it's not about you hooking this up to your turntable. This is for composers and people that are people that want to drop scratches in the studio, right? Very popular Skratch, right? And if you speed it up, you can speed it up just like everything else. I'm gonna speed it up some more. Let's say 120. All right, let's go to kind of getting some grime speed. All right, let's go even faster. All right, let's go 138. Let's go 140. All right, let's see what it sounds like now. Oops, let's open that up. Oh, I'm in the wrong mode. Whoops. Gotta be in Notator mode. There we go. So So that's cool. It saved the score in Notator mode. So that's at 140 beats per minute. This is one of my favorite cuts. You'll see me doing this a lot. But yeah, so that's, you know, using the fresh sound, and you can do the Notator mode also using the next bank. Let's switch to the next bank. Whoops, go back to the Notator mode. And you see the bank is cleared now. You can also clear what you just did too. So let's say if I go, all right, so that's going super fast because we're at 140, but I'm going to double click on this. So I'm just going to type 1, you know. So let's go back to Notator mode. All right, let's make it slower. So let's try some more deletes. All right, so let's see. You know, and then I can delete some of these, like I was saying before. And with this mode, you can also change how much of the screen you're seeing of the buttons, or if you want to see mostly what you're doing, right? Yep. And the logical progression from all this, you can guess what's coming next is we're going to be making a kind of Fruity Loop style 808, rolling 808 kind of style sequencing mode where you can sequence the scratches, and you could say, you know, basically like this, but pressing play, where you can arrange the scratches and press play and make your own, and have the AI DJ basically scratch for you, right? So this is aka the AI DJ app. So this is PMOS 100, aka the AI DJ. And a lot of people are against AI DJs, but it's coming, and this is the beginning of it. All right. Now, yeah. So you see, we're in the black font, the dark font. All right. All right. So it's basically like a typewriter. It's basically like a Skratch typewriter, and it's basically just typing each symbol that you do. All right. And, future versions, what we're working on next is being able to have keystrokes control this mode as well. And then also the trigger mode, because right now it's the trigger mode is unreleased. We're going to change the trigger mode to unclick. All right. So, yeah, that's the Notator mode. All right. And that's it. All right. Catch y'all later. And on to the next mode.